You summoned me, Master. Yes, I understand that introductions are in order, even as a formality. Yes, Master. My name is Lucian Durant. You know I will not speak my true name unless the situation is most dire. The position I seek within this household, merely to maintain my position as Head Butler as per our agreement. Which of the 7 deadly sins do I most embody? Master, you are most curious. I would liken myself to gluttony a millennia ago, though through time comes wisdom, and now I would place myself closer to pride. However, some habits never truly disappear. What was I promised in exchange for my service here? Would you like me to begin at the very beginning of service to House Lorain, or to our current arrangement? Understood, Master. You promised me the opportunity to partake in your soul. That was more than enough given its value, Master. My opinion of the others. Jaelion's senses are sharp, keen, and watchful. We have a history. It remains to be seen if they're still as sharp as they once were, but their eyes and nose are useful to your cause, Master. I do wish they would dress more appropriately for their role. Maximilian is strong and seeks to improve himself through combat. I have seen many demons of his ilk die by the thousands on the front lines, but they always tend to make the biggest impact before the second wave hits. He will serve as a powerful servant should a frontline force storm House Lorain. When I rein in when he loses control, it will save his life from an unnecessary end. Ophelia's nature is likely close to my own, even if she's more straight to the point about it. If you desire my honest opinion, Master, I believe she could potentially be a threat should she get bored of what she's learning, or given a better offer. Something I will be sure to keep my eyes on. Otherwise, so long as she fulfills her role properly, I do not see a problem. It is in our nature as demons. Estelle will serve a great role within House Lorain. The illusion of normality even despite their own nihilistic tendencies. I wish for her to add to your own education regimen and for you to listen closely. Her knowledge could end up saving your own life. Lara. She is the greatest defense at your disposal besides myself, Master. I would keep your wits about you in her presence. Even without your voice, she is keen at finding weakness, for lack of a better term, in one's mental defenses. She should learn her place when you're present. Despite that, she is a valued asset under your command. Utilize her wisely, Master. Ah, you know the story well, Master. I do apologize if reliving the details is traumatic. It was night when the Germans poised themselves to attack House Lorain. Your family, along with yourself, came out of the manor to surrender. I do not know what possessed you to speak out against the Germans, but they did not take too kindly to your words and proceeded to slaughter your family one by one, until you remained. With their guns trained on you is when I arrived and dispatched their forces before they could do so much as think of pulling the trigger. After that is when we made our contract. My only stipulation was to take your voice to prevent such a mishap from reoccurring and endangering your life again. What am I willing to sacrifice for your survival? Everything, Master. There is not one luxury, one resource, or one servant I would not use to ensure your survival if need be. Even my own flesh, blood, and bones to be returned to dust should it be necessary. No, Master, there have not been any complications. My work continues. Shall I pour you a cup of tea? Certainly, Master. This era of humanity, innovation paves new roads to the future that are novel to experience for a time. Each new technology you humans create is a wonder, albeit your wars have frankly become quite boring. If I was ordered to choose between House Lorain or my own survival, the answer is simple, Master. As your butler, I would face down an entire German army for you. House Lorain is imperative. Master, such jokes are in ill taste. The thing I fear to lose the most. You, Master. When you are to perish of old age, Master, our contract will be complete. Your soul will be a part of me, and I will continue doing as I've done, serving whatever incarnation of House Lorain that may exist. My duty is not to believe, Master. Our contract demands that I do. Is your desire for revenge foolish? I cannot say, Master. It is the path you have chosen, and one that I and every servant of House Lorain will follow. Whether it be righteous or foolish is of no consequence. Fun, Master? I do not consider fun when I'm going about my days anymore, but I do derive a certain enjoyment from watching the mortals struggle. I do find falconry entertaining. I would like to add it to your education regimen when time allows. It holds certain skills and a particular status that I believe one of your house should possess for continued success in your bloodline. Oh, if I could get my hands on a peregrine for the household, it would be... Excuse me, Master. I got ahead of myself. A bit about me. My, you are rigorous in your questioning, Master. I have watched House Lorain for centuries. I have seen firsthand your family's prosperity. Though we may not have met for the first time until that night, I have served doing what was asked of me. Perhaps your curiosity desires for a more suitable answer? Before I came to live amongst your kind, I was a commander for Hell's legions. Those days have long since passed, so there is little to gain from speaking about them. But I hope that it settles your curiosity. My powers. In this form, I am physically capable of keeping up with or surpassing the capabilities of the lesser demons that are within your retinue. The appointed head maid, Lara, holds significant power much like my own, but lacks the proper experience to use it effectively. Other than our connection to relay your desires, I do not have any other powers or abilities that you would find interesting, Master. If you were to say my true name and allow me to take on my original form, the situation would be different. But for your sake, Master, I would pray that such a day like that never comes. That will not happen, Master. Such thoughts are beneath you. It is, however, time for your bath. I shall draw it for you. There is nothing for the head of House Lorain to fear so long as I am by your side.